listen. All right, everyone. We apologize. Listen, the interwebs won't let us be great. We really got to prepare for the grid going out, I see, but that's okay. I'll figure it out for next time. But again, the champs playing like chumps. I don't know.
Nah, I think that for this group, the losses have been like fairly close. Like even the first loss to Indiana, like it was close long enough. Like they were, it felt like they sort of let go of the rope a little bit late, but that happens. Like the Phoenix game went down to the wire, then a few bad breaks here or there. This game, same as well. So even within the losses, they're still within it, and they're not losing by like 25. And even the win against Atlanta, they got down by 17, but you saw them pick themselves up off the mat and really sort of like lock in and play that level of excellent ball. So this group has it within them. Like the win against Indiana, the same thing. Like we talked about it a few weeks back. JJ was like, man, I was terrible in that first half, and I thought it was unacceptable. You know what I did? I fixed it. And then you saw what she did in that fourth quarter. So this group has that within them. So I wouldn't sort of like feel as if they're letting you down in that regard. Like they took an L in June. Like players take losses too. It happens.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, they took 3, but
yeah.
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, the point stands. The point stands. Again, I know Damien does not agree with my opinion, but this is a big win for Seattle, or it has potential to be a big win. But it's only a big win for Seattle. And again, we're coming back. Apologies for the technical difficulties here. We had some power issue here in Tulsa, so that's on me. But I think that this is only a win for Seattle if they can then figure out consistency, because that's been their bugaboo. And I said this on CBS Sports, some of the issues, right? The early season, because again, June is the first full month effectively for all intents and purposes. June is like a solid, month number 2 for for all WNBA teams. Consistency, but also how that's looked on the rebounding side, how that's looked. Free throws have been wild. Ezgi in particular, Hobeta and I talk about it all the time.
I've been trying to figure out what happened there.
I know. We were saying it's got to be like the yips or something.
Yeah.
It feels like yips. It's just like a great player out of sync, and they just got to find their rhythm. I mean, I ain't asking you to apologize, because I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, maybe we're talking basketball. As long as you cool, we cool. Like
we're back.
Yes,
Albert, thank you. Listen, I don't know. The grid is failing us, folks. There's a lot going on in the world, so just get your stuff right.
Yeah.
As he needs to shoot 100 free throws a day at practice or something, or maybe she just needs to take a little break and do like the visualizing. Sometimes the mind and the body don't always align. Emma Mieseman, listen, y'all keep saying Emma Mieseman. I would love to see her in New York. I'm telling y'all, until that new CBA comes out, I don't think you should expect Emma Mieseman. And even then, it's not a guarantee.
I feel like she's doubly not coming, especially now. If teams trying to pay her pennies, no. Come to me with a new CBA.
She deserves to get it. She deserves to get it back. 100%. 100%. Okay. So we talked about.
Uh-oh. What? Oh boy.
Zowie?
That's name. Oh, haven't heard that name in years.
Zowie?
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Man, I don't know, Damien. Let's take it to the chat. Y'all taking Amanda Zowie B, who's been out the league for at least 4 seasons, 4 seasons.
The last we've heard her name was, for folks who may not remember, and this is the start of $1.5 million dominoes that fell. Woo. She was the centerpiece going back in the Dearica Hamby trade. And buddy, you know the next time you're gonna hear about that in a place that's not this forum, but a forum of a sort, I will say. A lot of
Yeah,
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that. I mean, it does bring up an interesting question, though. Q seems to be the odd person out in the rotation for a Sandy Brondello that is getting a lot more from her bench. I mean, that's fair, but that's not even a like for like. Those are not even like for like. You know.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, we're gonna go back to our lists because you and I have all-star selections, and this was harder than I thought. I'm glad we did this activity because I have to fill out my ballot for Friday, so this helped me get to it. I couldn't, and now I'm a little scared. The power, like not just in my office, like all of the power in the entire building just went out. That's wild to me. I will be writing a strongly worded letter to the manager. Thank you, dear Mr. Manager person. Okay, we did an exercise at Black Rosie Media, Brian and I, and we picked our all-stars. And so I don't see Ghost in the chat, but I made this nice and large so everyone can see. I made this nice and large so everyone can see. I'm going to share the screen now. Roberta, again, listen, I'll take this out because we're going to get Roberta's picks another time. Again, in case you missed it, Roberta just going to handle some things. These are our picks. This was hard, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
This was really, really hard. And you know, I only had like 3 front court players for like the longest time until like the 11th hour because it was tough for me to leave Jonquel Jones off because let me talk through this. We'll go through our picks. I mean, they're up there so y'all can check it out. Let us know in the chat if you agree, where you disagree. We'll get to the backcourt in a minute, but you can see Jingle Jangles in there. It was tough for me to leave Jonquel Jones off entirely, not even on my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. What set it apart for me is knowing that she's 100% guaranteed out for the next 4 to 6 weeks, which would include All-Star, not even going to be reevaluated for another 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But I will say this, as a principal, generally speaking, I usually vote for people at the merit, regardless of an injury. Even if they're out with an injury, and I think they're all-star level, MVP level, whatever the case is, I usually give them the vote. And a part of the reason why is actually because of the CBA. And if you get certain all-star nominations, you make certain all-star, those are bonuses. This is not. Sky actually is the one who broke that down. And she was like, I'm gonna need y'all voters to know, like, you messing up the bag, you fumble in the bag. So I just thought that and can impact their overseas contract. Now that's a little bit of a moot point these days, but just putting that out there. So okay, let's talk about who we agree on. Napheesa Collier.
The one.
I mean, do we need to say more? I don't know.
Yeah. The first of many awards for MVP, if you will.
MVP. Yeah. We both have Gabby Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Roberta and I have gone back and forth here, but I've been pretty bullish. Gabby Williams, to me, is the most consistent player for this Seattle Storm team, and thus, ergo, henceforth, perhaps the MVP of the team.
I like it, and I feel like I'm trying not to turn this like a full Gabby Williams stan account, although there are plenty on social media which you can go find out there. She's so good, man. I'm like, dog, she's so good, and like I think like when she came back last year, she came off the bench to start with because Jordan was starting, and it's like you're throwing everything off, but then it's like, okay, that's the best. That's like your best wing, and you got to get her as many minutes as you can. And now she's getting. It feels like I was looking it up a little bit. Like I think the season is like the most she's had as far as like field goal attempts per game, and it feels like this is the most she's been sort of like activated in an offense. Because even during 22, it's you are fourth on the responsibility. You are way down on the responsibility card on the responsibility chart because Stewie's up top, Jewel's getting the shots, Sue's running everything. Tina came in late, so Tina's getting her shots. You're trying to make Ezzy what Enzo also in the way that she is. So it's like, Gabby, you just defend essentially, and sometimes you handle the ball. Like now, and then 23 is just a Jewel show. 24 last year, coming in late from France, and then all these sort of things that happened with Seattle last year, which you could probably write a book about or an extended podcast series.
That's it. Come listen, and then we got you covered from front to back. Like there's so much going on with Seattle, and now it's like, okay, Gabby, like we saw what you can do on the biggest stage on the planet last fall. We want you to bring some of that. Yeah, bring that here to me. And also, this is wild. Like, I mean, and we were talking about it. I don't know if Moni's still in the chat because joined late, and then all the stuff happened. But Moni was like, it's not really that. It's not that surprising. Yo, Daniel, what's up? Welcome back. Yeah, because of the inconsistency, I think, in being in the league, perhaps this isn't surprising. Chicago didn't really go well for Gabby Williams, so there's also that. Yeah. But I've always been pretty high on Gabby's game since she entered the W. Like, there's not a lot of people that I put on for, but Gabby Williams is definitely one of them. I've always been, except for that one very specific exception. Plum Dogs, that's the homie. Like, that's why I was like, I feel like I was hurt. I was like, you betrayed me. You betrayed me. I was rooting for you. Like, no. Okay. See, okay. Thank you. All right. So Moni had said before, like, not all that surprising. Yep. That's why Gabby is finally able to showcase all of her skills. She's a dang all-star.
Yeah.
She's nasty with it. And I'm so honored and blessed that I got to see her play in Paris. And I'm very thankful a lot of other people were locked in, even though, listen, y'all better, Elise, right? Is that her name? Does she spell it with an A or an E? Now I'm confused. It's Elise, right? Is the color commentator in Seattle? They tried to play Gabby and Marine and Dom being like, oh, they won bronze. Excuse me.
Sober, friend.
Excuse me. Gabby Williams did not try to curl her toe at the 3-point line for you to play her fit to her face.
Yeah. Respect the medal stand.
That's it. That was a wild game. Okay. We both have Satu. I mean, Satu, and I didn't know this, but shout out to Roz Gold. I almost said Agumake, and I'm like, that is not that child's name.
Yeah. Unwooded. Yeah, you with it.
I was like, do not say that. You know that's not her name. But I couldn't I was like, I froze just like
that's why.
What'd you say, Brian?
It's the Stanford, that's why.
It's the Stanford, it's the Niger, it's the Nigerian, like that's what it is. That's crazy. I froze like my computer. Roz said that Satu's like, I heard y'all talking about me. And y'all did. Y'all, I don't know if it's y'all like on this live, but folks were talking about Satu last year and she's hurt, but she could play for the German national team. I'm like, come on, it's the Olympics, the first ever Olympics for Germany. Yeah, I'm going. With some duct tape, KT tape, whatever. I'm going. Like, I didn't understand all the hate, but apparently Satu's like, I ain't talking about it no more. I'm gonna let the game speak for itself. Mm-hmm. Come on, unicorn. Come on, unicorn. Let's go. Yep. We both have NECA NECA gold on Wure. we both have NECA. we basically, because the reason I'm going through these is because I didn't know if I was gonna agree. I thought I might try to sneak AT and KT in there. but it's hard to beat these players right now.
Yeah, and
And I tried. Stewie, NECA, Asia, like I was like, come on, like it can't be. And I was like, no, it is.
Yeah. It's so funny because we were talking to Brianna Stewart at media a few days ago in New York, and Ben Pickman was asking her just like the evolution of basketball and how the four position has really sort of like carried the torch as far as like how the game is continuing to sort of like expand
100%.
out, and having fours who could do the stuff that Asia does, Fee, Stewie, NECA 4-5, Gabby 3-4, like Satu 3-4, like you see the versatility and the sort of like expansion of the basketball imagination with those players, and it's really fun to watch.
It's phenomenal. Like I can't believe we get to see all of these players play. Like it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal basketball that's coming from these players. And yeah, Gabby deserves to be in there among the greats of the game. I mean, she's just playing fantastic. Honorable mentions. This was tough because I know I was on We Need to Talk Now, and I was like, y'all got to get KT to the All-Star game. And I tried, like I really tried to get her in there for my top 6. And it's just hard to figure out who to take out of that top 6, Brian, at the front court. Same thing with Alyssa Thomas. You know I love some AT. How AT plays a game is like, come on. I love it. And I was like, ugh. And the same with Jonquel. I already qualified this. I know I kept cutting out, but I didn't even put JJ on here. JJ, and if we knew or we had even a glimmer of hope that she would be back for All-Star, I would 100% put her in there. Don't ask me who I would take out because I'm not prepared for that conversation. I didn't do my homework on that one. But the point is that now I don't have to. So I was like, we're gonna just act like JJ ain't there. But I agree. I'm totally fine with putting her as honorable mention as well. Like Kiki, Iria Fenn, and Sonia Citron, like that dynamic rookie duo is not getting as much play as they deserve.
Yes.
Like
it's time for America to make it all about the Mystics.
Make it exactly. We need Misha back. Where's MJ? Where's MJ? We got to make it all about that rookie. That group is that's a hard group right there. Okay.
Boy.
You also had Alana Smith, which I like. I respect this. I respect this honorable mention.
Yeah. Similar to what I think Moni was mentioning about first time All-Stars, I am a sucker for getting players into the All-Star game for their first time, like especially players who may not get that shine. So I need people to like get KT in. I need people to get Lan in. Like getting those players in, I think is really cool. And in addition to like the financial piece that we talked about, just having the first time All-Star energy for a game that, I think people, just broadly speaking, are down on All-Star games because the men don't take it seriously and don't care.
At all.
Yeah, but like for women's basketball, like these players hoop. Like last year, that All-Star game with Team USA and the players who were on a team like that's real hoop right there. Like they're balling out. And a game like this where it's like, okay, I want to see the best on this side go up against the best on that side. Like that's exciting. Like it's good, it's fun, and you want to really see your players sort of like showcase what they got, like new styles, like new colorways of shoes, like who is Jordan Brand? Maybe she has something. Satu's now with Adidas, maybe she got something. Like this is a great opportunity to really sort of like showcase what you've got on national TV on ABC. Like it's what you want, and I think it's in Indianapolis, so that building's going to be turned up, so it's going to be fun. Like, I think it's going to be a great opportunity, and I would love to sort of see some first-timers get that shine in there, just to really sort of like, and especially for a player like Kayla, like, it's so hard to go, like, I think she was undrafted, if I remember correctly, going from undrafted to fighting to make a spot on the rotation, to being saving grace for a champion, and now you are, like, you're starting on an expansion team that is darn good. Like that team, man, Natalie Nakase's got them humming really well. And I saw a really good quote. It might have been from either KT or Temi Fagbenle, where it's like, we're all a bunch of 6 women. so we all know what it's like to really so like scrap out and be ready to contribute. Like
Y'all already know.
yeah, like
KT, man.
yeah, man. That's what's up. And I would love, especially for the Valkyries, to get rewarded with one of their players making the big game. Like it's such like a reward for them, and like a great sign that the organization is really making themselves a player in the WNBA and getting off the ground running immediately. Like it's not we're just gonna like ease into it now. Like we may not have tier 1 stars, but we're gonna play hard. We're gonna like fight you in every possession. Like that's what's up. And
listen, I saw, and I apologize because I don't remember the account. I thought I put it in the Slack, but I don't know. I was having issues with Slack. But I saw someone say, "What if Natalie was the real mastermind behind Vegas' success?" I mean, I still think that's a pretty scorching hot take.
Yeah.
And
hey, you never know, right?
They pointed out what Tyler and Becky are doing
yeah.
as the lead bench boss. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about that. Okay, let's come back to our list.
Yes.
We agree with Sab and Caitlin.
Boy, if someone left her out of the All-Star in Indianapolis, we'd get another book.
Oh my gosh. And maybe for that reason alone, I should have just left her off. And listen, I love being a little bit of a hater. I love being a troll. The way she came back in that game against New York, I was like, all right.
It's like, hold on. Wait, hold on. It's like, hold on.
Right. Damn. I. Damn. But then there's been a regression. If this was Sabrina, who we also agree on, they'd be like, oh, she's only giving, all second team effort because she got clamped down by Golden State, and Vegas found a way. Found a way against the trio.
Like it's so wild because like literally like one game before, Skylar Diggins lit the Aces on fire, and it's like you cold, like you can't like Vegas ain't on nothing like right now. Like come on, man, and it's on 8. This the game of the week. Like you're like the lead in to like the big game 7 later in the night. It's like, man, the passing was great though. Although the turnovers were a little bit high again, but whatever. But hey, like 10, 12 assists, I'm
like across the league.
Yeah, and
crazy.
Yeah, and I'd love for someone to write about this. Like it's a thing.
Wrong, Damien. I will not move on, and I'm going to say flat out, no.
Yeah,
this is a bad take. This is a bad take, sir. Just because everyone else did it. I mean, apparently everyone else voted for the commander-in-chief, and look where that has us. So
yeah.
I'll just leave it there.
Sometimes the people are wrong.
Yeah, a lot of time the masses are wrong. Okay, we basically agreed. We don't really have to belabor this. We agreed on the backcourt. I mean, Leash.
She's amazing.
She's playing so well. I love to see it. I mean, Atlanta about to be first in the East real quick.
Yeah. Big Carl got it cooking down there.
Listen. Leash looking good. Bree Jones. Under the radar for like when are people gonna put the respect on Bree Jones? I say as I do not have her as an all-star. But listen, that's a hard list. That's a hard position to crack.
Yeah, man.
That's hard.
It's only what 12 on each team. So hey, this is our first 12. It's a lot of competition out here. So you might get there, but in this first round, we'll draft you in the second round, buddy. Don't worry. We see you, Bree. We see you, and we appreciate your efforts.
The coaches are going to do right by you. The coaches are going to do right, probably, maybe, hopefully. I don't know.
Presumably.
Put some respect on her. Kiki Iriafen. I mean, you could obviously put Bree Jones in our honorable mentions in the front court. I just think Kiki is. She's bold, man.
Yeah,
She's putting the hurt on folks. She's like, I'm not waiting for my welcome to the W moment. I'm dishing them out to 10+ year veterans. I'm like, dang.
Go, not backing down from Asia Wilson and their Friday night in Vegas' house. That's big balling right there.
Becky Hammon. Period. That's all. And who has a ring? Okay, cool. Great. Cool. Tight. Moni likes the picks. I mean, should we give them our honorable mentions?
Hit it.
Honorable mentions. This is where I mean these are pretty tight too.
I just like I didn't talk about her in the Seattle section earlier. The Erica Wheeler pick, I love it. Like I was gonna ask you, because I felt that when Seattle made the trade, I was like, man, who's gonna be their 2 guard? I'm like,
y'all Tempestashi talk, folks. I had to eat crow because I was like, I don't know, fam. I don't know. And I don't like going against Erica's with a C. Erica's with a C. I hold it down. We a special breed. And that's why I'm mad at me, because I should have known better. You know?
Yeah.
I should have known. Like that's on me. I messed up. I ain't messed up with my Sabrina picks, but I messed up with Wheeler. I did. I jacked that up. That's on me. So this is me trying to, Erica Wheeler, is she going to be an all-star? If I'm going to be honest, especially given that it's in Indiana and Boston is playing well, serviceable.
Oh,
average.
Wait, I just realized. Oh my God. My brain done forgot about it. And AB had like 26 and 10 yesterday.
I know. She's going to make all-star, and I'm not going to be mad about it. But she wasn't going to it's a tough field.
That just drives the home because I'm like, damn, I done forgot about Aaliyah Boston. She been bringing it.
She's gonna make it. And even like she probably should be an all-star either way. I mean, I feel good with my picks. I said what I said. She gonna be all right. But Erica Wheeler, is she gonna be an all-star? I don't know. I don't know. But she's been playing. It's electric. And as this Seattle Storm team has been lacking consistency, finally, I do think that Noelle Quinn is taking more risks, being more bold with her rotations. And Erica Wheeler, I think, has given Noelle Quinn and the coaching staff the confidence to do that. Because, some of them starting fives was looking a little hurt early. But Wheeler is the difference. Kayla McBride.
She's so good.
She scored 14 points. 14 points in the first 30 minutes against LA, and it was a one possession game, I think. She scored 15 by herself in the fourth quarter.
Turn that up. Turn it up.
She said, laces. Like, I was like, damn.
Yeah. Sparks are hanging around. No fee.
K-Mac heard
I got something for him.
You're right, Albert. Listen. If y'all want to say I'm wrong about AB, I'll take that. I will eat that. I will take that. I mean, I will accept it. If you be like, Eric, you jacked that one up, I will accept that. It doesn't make me feel good. If we had, we just need more. We need more spots.
This is a call for the commissioner to expand roster spots. It's been time.
Yeah. Okay, this is an interesting one because sometimes I agree with this. I'm not even gonna lie.
I could see it because I know sometimes like her struggles last year to start were really loud, but it felt like she sort of like got it right in the middle. I would say this year, like one of the things I've loved about Aaliyah's game is that we saw it in the New York game. like she's gotten so great in the short roll situation. She catches it in the middle and she's able to sort of like sniff out a double team, not have it bother her. Because Liberty did really well as far as like providing help on those short rolls with AB, but she's making the right pass every time. Like she's making good decisions. She's doing everything well. Like she's been. I really feel like her and Clark's chemistry is going to be the thing that gets the Fever sort of like where they want to go, assuming everything stays according to plan. And I think for AB, it's been such a great sort of like run for her, because I know the first year was rough because they were trying to sort of figure out how to run the offense, how to do all these kind of things, like, youngish team, really trying to sort of like figure on the fly. First year coach with Christy Sets at the time. So it's a lot to learn at once. And then last year, it's like everything goes into overdrive. And she was really able to sort of like hold it down, even amidst all the noise, which I think is a testament to her and like her dedication and her craft. So this year, I'm like, all right, you've really stepped it up in a big way, and the passing has really sort of like shined this season. So I'm like, okay, I see you adding more and more to your game. Like you're really solid in the post, and I'm hoping that as you get more reps and as the Fever face more opponents, best effort, including a matchup tomorrow night against the Seattle Storm.
Ooh, it's gonna be. That's another good test. And again, it's a gauntlet for New York, who gets Golden State, Phoenix,
Atlanta,
and Atlanta. Thank you. I was like, I know it's not Minnesota, it's Atlanta. That's tough. And you're short-handed. I guess we'll find out if Damian is right or not. That's me being generous.
They're missing 3 people, dog.
We'll find out. We'll find out, Damian. I'm taking the Seattle side, so I'm gonna let Brian handle that if he so chooses. Going back to Aaliyah Boston, though, because I said I agree, and then I was like, but do you agree? Here's what I think. Aaliyah Boston, the way she plays the post makes me a little mad. Like if I was playing against her, she would catch an elbow. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. She's kind of, she's maybe too much sandpaper, Like I'm like, dang, sis, like, hey, wait a minute. I'm not mad. I'm just watching. And this is where do you separate her game versus that she's just put on a team now where she has a point guard that can find her? I'm telling you right now, Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark about to be the best duo in the WNBA. Like tomorrow. I mean, like tomorrow. I love me some JJ Stabs, Stewie. And Aaliyah Boston, and this is where I gotta check myself because like sometimes my bias pops out. Boston is getting more comfortable shooting threes. She's making them. And I think her growth and progress there comparative to other players that play in her position who have more years in the league, I think she's getting there faster. Comparative. Now, that is a part of just the time that she's coming up in, but she's balling against them now, so it's noticeable that she's getting more confident and comfortable from the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
Where Asia's just finding that. JJ she's playing like and looking like she's always had it, but she hasn't necessarily had to always play that game. So I like that part of Boston's game. I think she has like a quiet dominance. Again, it's a lot more physical than like a NECA. But it is there's a quietness and a dominance, like a dormant dominance that's there. And she can she get to an Asia level? I think she'll be that physical player. Stewie can absorb a lot, but she's not necessarily one that's going to be dishing out a lot of physicality, but that's Boston's game. I think that's Asia's game within the parameters.
Yeah.
Within the parameters of the game. It's not like they're dirty players. I mean, no one's ever going to be a Diana Taurasi although some players from Indiana are trying to take up the mantle there. But yeah, I think Boston is interesting. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't see it, dog, and other times I'm like, yes, you do. Shut the hell up, Erica. Yes, you do. Like I gotta be like, I'll be like, I gotta have a conversation. Be like, girl, what you talking about? Are you just mad? Or
Good.
You gonna keep it real?
Bad Aaliyah Angel, both hanging out on your shoulders.
I'm saying it's like, what's going on? I don't know, because like again, like I think it's like I take things personal, and I'm like, if I was playing against Aaliyah Boston, like I said, she'd probably catch an elbow. I would definitely catch one. I would catch a whole bunch, but I'm like, I'm gonna get one in. I'm gonna square one up. It's one, and you can sub me out, foul me out, whatever. But I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. That's what it is. I might lose, but you gonna know you played against me today.
You gonna film me.
That's it. And actually, as we wrap up today's episode, that's exactly what Nneka said about the Seattle Storm. And I like that she's starting to, and that the Storm are starting to talk about that. Because if Huerta was here, she'd say, it's kind of like, Seattle nice or whatever y'all say on the West Coast. There's a little bit of that, a little too polite sometimes. But you bring in Skylar, you bring in Wheeler, they don't give a damn.
Yeah.
They're going to score on you, Kayla McBride, in a Commissioner's Cup game. That, like, Kayla pissed me off with that. I'm like, why are you getting mad, sis? Like, come on.
And also, respect the Commissioner Cup margins.
Come on, Kathy Cup. Do your thing. Do your thing, Kathy Cup. But, no, I think there's some grit. There's some grit to this Seattle team that's looking hella good. And we're about to find out if it's real. Yeah. Like I said, the weight of a Seattle win for me, Damian, and everybody else, for me, was more important than the weight of a New York Liberty loss. But we'll find out, because these two teams, they have some tough competition coming up. Like you said, starts tomorrow for Seattle, road trip for the New York Liberty. And here's the thing: if you hurt while you're on the road, and you get even more hurt on the road, there's not a lot of reprieve until you get back home.
Yep.
You gotta get evaluated. You gotta figure things out. So they're gonna have to rock with what they got. And I mean, Damian puts words together in sentences that I don't always agree with in how they are phrased in my interpretation of the words in conjunction. But what I will say is this: we're going to find out how deep this team is. We're going to find out. I think the fact that they made Seattle earn that's a good sign for me. But when you have people who didn't play a lot last season and haven't had to, again, be tested outside of practice, it takes a minute. But we're going to find out.
That's true.
Because without 22 points, 22 points. Would they lose by 10, Brian?
Yep.
They gave away 22 points on turnovers alone. You mean to tell me that's a team that can't win?
Yep. Turnovers and missed bunnies that they usually make. Like, it's the process is solid enough that they can sort of like get it. Like, once they get it right, it's like, okay, I see what you're doing. I see you trying to get those shot attempts at the rim. Like, we feel it. And yep, that's a great point, Albert. And she's really gotten to highlight that recently. So I love that in her game. And okay. I think for Aaliyah, it feels like, I feel like everyone knew how great she was. And I do love that she's getting more of those. So she's getting more shine in that way. Like during the Liberty game a couple of weeks ago, there was there was a commercial that Adidas has with her and I think her father. And I think it might have been both her parents, but I'm like, this is really adorable and really cool. And I love that we're really getting to see her get that opportunity to really sort of like be featured in that way. So I'm like, that's awesome. And I love that her on court is keeping up with it as well too. And
listen, I'm here for the Sonia Citron agenda. I am here for the Sonia Citron agenda. And I really tried. But again, All-Star is a little tough. But you absolutely right, Albert. Jimenez, I apologize. That's on me for not mentioning Sonia. I've been talking about her on CBS Sports a lot. What'd she drop? 27. And how many wait, hold on. I'm gonna look this up because the rebounds was insane. She
Yeah.
had a double, but she dang near had 20 rebounds. What? That was insane. That was insane. I'm sorry. I know I got sidetracked, but I had to. I couldn't let that comment go. Yes, Sonia, and I know we've been talking about it, Brian. Leading up to the draft, I was like, Sonia Citron might be my pick. I know Seattle's got 2, and they're thinking of taking a guard from Notre Dame. You know, we know now Olivia Miles did not enter the draft. But I was like, if they really hell bent, they might want to look at Sonia and listen. All right, before we leave, my Tempestaji talk, folks. I mean, I hate to do this. It's not fair to Dom, but I'm going to do it because that's what we do in media. Would y'all take Sonia? Would y'all take Sonia? And if the answer is not yes, I don't know what to tell you. Because I would.
She been doing it.
She been okay, but she's no. She played. See, this is where I get jacked up. I don't understand. You know how bullish I am about the one guard in particular. Is she a 1 or a 2? Would you say, Brian, or is she a hybrid?
I'd say hybrid because last year at Notre Dame it was Hannah Point, Liv to Sonia 3. I feel like that was the sort of like combination there. So yeah, I'd say hybrid.
Probably hybrid. Okay, right? Okay, yeah. Hybrid. That's what I was like, because she's not a true 1. That I knew.
Yeah.
That I knew. I just wanted to make sure because we like the question around the 2 position for Seattle has been the big question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles brother said no because next year I think the Storm going to take AZ Fudd, who has more upside. She's got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
She's got to stay healthy.
And also, she's going to be where the Storm pick anyway.
Say again?
Is she going to be where the Storm pick anyway? Like, that's yeah.
I mean, if they're going to be a contender like we said this year, then the answer is probably no.
Yeah.
They're not getting that. They're not getting that. So, all right, y'all. Damien, you did have other questions, but everything went blacked out, so I don't know. Not just me. Anyway, that was a joke. Anyway, but I continue. To be continued.
Or not. There's this.
Oh man.
The answer to that is a no. That is.
I think Dallas is the right spot.
Yeah.
Lee left Seattle for minutes. Lee's not getting minutes in New York.
Yeah.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
Hey, Dallas done got 2. Dallas is 2-1 with Lee on the roster. They
holding on tight.
Look at that.
Kurt's locking that in, as he should. Yeah,
everyone's trying to get Chris Koklanis out the paint, but he's like, look, man, I got me a center. Like, you see Paige really blossoming and figuring it out in that way. Like, let me try to work. Like, I'm trying here, guys.
Let Lee live. Let Lee live in Dallas. It's gonna be good. Well, she had like 11 minutes or something around 11 minutes. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. We'll get back to this one on the next episode, Brian. I think there's definitely something to talk about there. But I don't see it happening. And also if I'm other teams, better luck next time, New York. Better luck next time. So sorry. Glad you had that private appointment with the Obamas, but we're not open for business.
my phone service died. Wait, my battery's at 1%. Oh no! Oh, it hung up. There.
Yeah, no one's taking Jonathan Kolb's calls. Absolutely not. Not at this juncture. Be like, ooh, sorry, ooh, can't do that. It ain't happening. All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us, even with all the technical difficulties. Let's send some love out to Huerta. She should be back with us soon. But this was a fun one. I mean, we got to talk a little Seattle Storm. We got to talk a little New York Liberty. We got some big matchups for both teams. So we will be back next week. We're not going to do another Tempestaji talk again. This was a joint one. Huerta couldn't join us last minute, but that's okay. Everything's good. We're sending the love. And we will be back next week. Or Brian Florenton. I don't know if Aloysius made it over because we would be getting the Ellie Wave comments, I think. For Brian Florenton, Erica El Ayala, this is, yes, a crossover episode, but it's on the Gotta Get Up feed. So we gonna wave. And we'll see y'all next time. Good night, everybody. Take it easy.